Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 46 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A 48-state, 4-year ride for addiction recovery awareness. Each day I pedal for someone who's passed away from addiction, and the whole end goal is to build a rehab. This is state number 37, North Dakota, on the Ride to RAGBRAI 2022. A 4,500-mile loop around the Midwest, Ohio to Erie Trail, Michigan's Upper Peninsula, Glacier National Park, Yellowstone National Park, and east to RAGBRAI, the last week of July, and it's all to raise awareness that addiction recovery options are available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, Celebrate Recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So, funny story about this TV. I know you saw it in the last video. I have really loved this hotel. Like, it is just so nice. But so the TV wouldn't work yesterday morning. I hadn't turned it on like the night before. I didn't turn it on all day. It was just, catching up on stuff, resting, just me time again. And so I tried turning it on, couldn't get it to work, and went up to the front desk, and the lady at the desk was like, I'll get somebody to help you with it. And so it turns out that she sends Don. And so Don comes down, and he's like, I've tried to tell them how to fix this before, and he comes in and starts working on it, gets it fixed up, and while he's standing there, he's like, sees the bike, he's like, so where are you riding to? And so I just kind of told him the quick thing, what I said at the beginning of each video, essentially. And he was like, that's really cool. You mentioned the gospel. And I was like, yeah. And so we ended up having like a 3-hour conversation. It was really cool. He has a huge testimony about a David and Goliath story for himself that is just, it's hard to believe how good God has been to him. But so as we're finishing up the conversation, he goes out to the desk, totally refunds the entire stay. The entire stay is taken care of. Comes back, hands me a $100 bill. After handing me the $100 bill, he brings me soup for dinner, a banana, like 4 or 5 granola bars, 2 things of Pringles, all kinds of, it was so much food. I've still got food. I ate so good yesterday. It's crazy. I did get a chance to go to Dollar General and get my Epsom salt, so I did have a nice soak bath yesterday too. So this has been a really restful, really good zero. It shows me how God can take a broken situation, broken things, and use it to bring himself glory. That is so cool to me. It's just wild. It's just wild. So I did get to see the wind just whipping through the trees yesterday. There were several times that it was just howling. And so I was so glad that I stayed here. Today it looks like I'm going to try to make it 70 miles. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that yet. I'm going to be into the wind all day, so it's going to be kind of a feel type thing. There is a campground 19 miles away from me called Little Yellowstone. I have that as a bail option. The only problem with it is that from the time that I leave this gas station, there's nothing till I get there. And so it will be cook food, I'll just be at the mercy of whatever's there in the area. And so don't really want to stop there, but 70 miles if I'm into the wind going 7 miles an hour would be 10 hours on the bike, including stopping to video things and that kind of stuff. That could put me there after dark. And if the highway continues to not have a bike lane and I'm just in it, I'm hesitant. So I'll know, in these first couple of hours what speed that I'm able to travel at with the wind that is up today. Tomorrow I've got a downwind and I'd like to do a century. I see with these North Dakota winds, I need to take huge advantage of every single day that I've got the wind at my back. Like, big advantage of them. Whatever I can, I need to just really knock out miles. So the place I'm trying to make it to is called Gackle, and there's a like bicycle hostel type situation there. So even if I was pushing a little bit into after dark, I would be not having to set the tent up. So that would save me that extra hour at the end of the day. Either way, I'll figure it out. And yeah, I'm going to get on the road, but I'm just overwhelmed with God's goodness. Using a broken TV to bring, you know, a man that he wanted to send to my room. Unreal. I am so overwhelmingly amazed at how good he is. He's just so good. It was a pleasure meeting Don. So excited to continue a friendship with him, and thankful for him and his wife Sherry for the blessing that they were in this Sabbath that I was able to take. So yeah, I'm going to get on the road, and you'll see more of that right about now. What are these little things I see on the ends of these dormant tree branches? I believe spring's coming, y'all. I'm so excited. From the first day of spring 45 days ago until now, that hasn't happened. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready. Oh yeah, the favorite sign for a cycle tourist. The downhill. That means all that work we've been putting in is about to pay back. I don't know if you can see that wall. I'm going to zoom in here. But the other side of this ravine is just a giant wall of trees from my angle here. And I'm headed down into here. I don't know what cell service is going to be like down in this valley, but I have looked out ahead at the rest of the day, and it has been too much of a struggle into the wind. I'm going like 6.8 miles an hour. And I can't do that. I can't spend 12 hours on the bike to get to Gackle. I want to stay at the Honey Hub of Gackle, which is like a cyclist hostel. And so I think what I'm going to do, the winds are with me tomorrow. I think I'm going to camp down here at Little Yellowstone when I get down in here. I don't know what service is going to be like. I'll get this video produced, edited, cut, and ready to upload when I get back to service. But yeah, I've prayed all the way through it, and I think today, finishing here, I've got food, I'm prepared. Tomorrow, make that push on out and actually climb this hill. First thing in the morning, you can see a car coming up out of there right now. It is steep and deep. So yeah, I've really enjoyed 46 today. There has been very little traffic. It's been nice. But again, I'm like, you can see my beard. It's just, it's a fight. It's a fight. You can see it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll catch up with you guys when I get down here to the bottom. And yeah, you'll see more of that right about now. Yes, please. So this is Keystone Hill at Little Yellowstone Park and Campground. I got here probably an hour ago and went to sleep, let my phone battery charge for a little bit. I am making some fettuccine Alfredo from the backpacker's pantry. And it was pretty neat. As I was sitting down reading, it says a quote on the back from Henry David Thoreau that says, "Live each season as it passes. Breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign yourself to the influence of the earth." And I tell you what, there is nothing more appropriate for this campground. No better quote could be read. I see why it's called Little Yellowstone. Like, I can look out across here and see just these beautiful prairies and the other side of the valley wall. Absolutely gorgeous. The Cheyenne River down on the bottom was absolutely beautiful. I ended up riding up the other side a good bit, but I am so glad I stopped here. Today was a fight, like getting through the wind. That would have been tough to do. Like, a lot of times I have to balance out while I'm riding and figure out, okay, I can do this. Like, I can spend 12 hours on the bike fighting, but how many calories am I going to expend doing that? And then without anything being in between me and, Gackle, it kind of becomes like a, well, if I wait till the wind changes tomorrow, I won't fight so much, and I'll actually make it before dark and not be on the road after dark. It looks like after Gackle, there's much more close spots. I'm going to be into the wind on several more days, but it looks like there's much closer spots where I'll be doing, 30 or 40 miles, even though it's into the wind. It'll make it more manageable. I mean, at 6 miles an hour, 40 miles is 7 hours on the bike. That's a long time in the saddle for a day, but it's doable. 12, not so much. Like, that was not gonna work. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you're riding the Northern Tier, please definitely make a chance to stop here. I'm at the no power side of the campground. It goes for a long way up the hill, up the valley wall. And this back corner is just pristine, absolutely beautiful. Just everything around it's just gorgeous. But if you're riding the Northern Tier, Adventure Cycling Association's Northern Tier, make it a point to stop here and then make, your next stop Gackle, or vice versa if you're headed west to east. Because this is nice. It is just gorgeous. Like, this is eye candy galore. I don't think... There were a couple spots on the Great Lakes where I had that overwhelming rush of, oh my God, your creation is gorgeous. This is definitely one of those places. Just stunning. So, while my water is boiling here, oh, it is boiled. While I'm finishing up making dinner here, I am going to end the video so that I can get it out to you guys if it will load tonight. And then, yeah, you'll see that and this pretty super stellar cool day. So, yeah, if you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, anybody in general, please share this with them. Thank you so much, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. Every one of you that is liking every video, commenting on every video, sharing every video, and those of you that have subscribed to the YouTube channel. The analytics love it, I do too, and who knows, it might save a life. Don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. That link is also in the Popple link. You can go there and find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund, which is a fund I created to help families that lose loved ones to addiction with paying funeral costs. But yeah, so with a name like Little Yellowstone, I've been heading toward this for a long way. It's not quite the right Yellowstone, but it definitely gives me the same feel of the open wilderness that Yellowstone National Park is. I'm really loving North Dakota. So, from here at Little Yellowstone Park in North Dakota, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.